Welcome back, this is Asha Mahi. Hope you're all doing good. Stay home, stay safe. Okay.
So today topic is on polar plot, and this is a very important topic after Bode plot.
Okay. In my previous video, you have seen the introduction of Bode plot and a diagram also, like how to plot a Bode plot by if we are given a transfer function. Okay.
Now you will be seeing the topic of polar plot. Polar plot is a topic in control system subject and it carries 7 marks, and it is not that difficult as a Bode plot. It is very easy.
So in Bode plot, we have taken a semi-log graph. Okay, in that semi-log graph, we have drawn the upper half as magnitude plot and the lower half as phase plot. And then we have drawn a gain margin and phase margin out of that.
But here in polar plot, you will be taking a normal graph.
Okay, so once you hear a normal graph, you feel like, very good, because your normal graph will have all coordinates are equal, all divisions will be like equal. Okay.
So in polar plot, you will be drawing both magnitude and phase plot in one diagram.
Okay, so your magnitude and phase will be drawn together in one normal graph itself, ordinary graph. Okay.
So what is a polar plot?
It is a plot of magnitude g of j omega, modulus of g of j omega versus the phase angle of g of j omega, g of j omega. So this magnitude and this is phase. So both together on polar coordinates as frequency omega varies from 0 to infinity. Okay, so we here take a normal graph. We'll be dividing your x-axis and y-axis, and or we'll be dividing the graph into 4 quadrants. Okay, and we will be varying the omega, which is our angular frequency, from 0 to infinity. Okay, and we'll be drawing magnitude plot. Magnitude of modulus of g of j omega is plotted at distance with respect to origin. So from origin, how much your distance, your omega varies, that is taken as magnitude, and your phase angle is measured in positive real axis only. Okay, so to avoid confusion, let me draw in a very nice manner. Okay, divide now in a normal graph. You divide this into 4 quadrants. So this is a normal graph. You divide into 4 quadrants. Obviously, this is your real axis and this is your imaginary axis. Okay, see very careful. I am telling you some tips also how to do. Okay, and this divide into 4 quadrants, obviously. So quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. All the quadrants I'll be taking as orders. Order 1, order 2, order 3 and order 4. You know what is order, right? Okay, the highest degree is taken as an order. If s plus s into 1, that is of 1 degree. Okay, s square second degree, s cube third order. Okay, third degree third order. So this is how I'll tell you. So orders are taken in the form of quadrants. Okay, now I'll be taking types here. So your first I'll be starting with a right hand, your type 0. Okay, I'll be going in a clockwise. So type 0, type 1. This is type 2. This is type 3. Okay, so wherever we have this type, okay, there we get this phase. So our phase will start from 0. Okay, when we are going in a clockwise, this becomes 0, 5. This is minus 90. This is minus 180. And this is minus 270. Okay, when you're going anti-clockwise, this becomes 90. This becomes 180 plus 180 plus 90, and this becomes plus 270. Okay, always we go in an anti-clockwise direction. So these are taken into consideration. So this is how you will be dividing this into an entire thing. Okay, so type is taken at the number of poles and at the phase how we will be taking. Okay, I am taking this anti-clockwise direction, so I will be considering only these. Okay, and your orders are taken at quadrants. Okay, so this is a division what we'll get, and obviously this is an origin. So your omega varies from 0 to infinity. So this is infinity, right? This infinity, this minus infinity. So infinity, 0 to infinity, 0 to minus, that is what we called here, 0 to infinity. Omega varies from 0 to infinity. So like this will be varying. Okay, you just understand till here. I'll be telling what is the next thing. So in polar plot, already for your understanding, there are some like plots which are given. Okay, type and order are taken into consideration. For example, for type 0 and order 1, how your graph will be. Type 0 means number of poles at origin are 0. We don't have any poles at the origin. Okay, your order 1 is like you have s term as 1. So example, g of s is equal to 1 by 1 plus st. Okay, what is the power of s? S is 1, s power 1. So your order is 1. So these type of transfer functions, if you get these transfer functions, you need to take like type 0 and order 1. So there are no poles at the origin. Okay, and is of order 1. Okay, like this. Now let me divide the page. Okay, so I'll be taking the first one as it is. Okay, and this is type 0, this type 1, type 2, type 3 how I have taken, and this quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Okay, now I have already told you, see, from this page I have already told you this type 0, type 1, type 2. Okay, now all the quadrants are taken as orders. Okay, and this type 0. So now for this transfer function, you listen, you have type 0. So obviously this is type 0. Your order 1. Order 1 is what? Your quadrant 1. Okay. So now your plot will be in this quadrant only. Type 0, order 1, type 0, quadrant. Only in this quadrant your plot will be. Okay. And how you will be drawing the plot? Okay. This is 0. This is infinity, right? This is minus infinity. Okay. Your omega varies from 0 to infinity. So how we will be drawing is from infinity to coming to 0. Okay. So taking a pen here, from infinity, draw a graph like this and brings it to 0. Don't make it touch the 0. So this is how your omega is coming, approaching 0. All the plots will be like approaching from infinity to 0. Okay, your phase plot in approaching from infinity to 0. Okay, and what was this bend? Okay, that was, I'll tell you when you are doing a problem. Okay, so this is how we will be. So it is like your omega was approaching to 0. We cannot draw a straight line like this on real axis. So we'll be starting from infinity and it approaches 0. Okay, I'll tell the next one. Next one is, now the transfer function g of s is equal to 1 plus st into 1 plus st2, t1 and t2. Okay, so what was how many poles at the origin we have? We don't have any poles at the origin. Okay, so obviously it is then type 0. Okay, now what is the order of s? Here s into s is s square, so it is second order. So your order is 2. So type 0, order 2. Now again I'll be dividing this. So once you practice this, you'll directly get to know how to draw the plot. Okay, I usually practice this every time whenever I am drawing the graph. Okay, this 0 and this infinity, this minus infinity like this. Okay, now type 0 is type 0. Your order 2 is quadrant 2. Your quadrants are taken as order. So now your phase plot will be starting from this infinity and will approach the 0 at second order. So your graph will start at type 0 infinity. Okay, and will approach the 0 at quadrant 2 like this. See, this is how your graph will be. It's very simple. Only thing you need to check is you need to find the intersection point on the imaginary axis. That's it, only one thing. Okay, type 0 and order 2. Of course, the angles also you need to find when you are doing the problem. So this is type 0, order 2. Now make it quick. The other transfer function what we got is 1 by s into 1 plus st. Okay, now how many poles at the origin we have? Of course we have s. So there is one pole at the origin. There is one pole at the origin. So this is type 1. This is one pole at the origin. This is type 1. Okay, and how much is the order? S square. So this is order 2. So again T is equal to 0, type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. I'm coming in a clockwise direction, obviously. Okay, and this quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Okay, and your type 1 is here, your order 2 is here. So obviously it lies in the second order. So is A infinity. So it starts with here infinity and approaches 0. Starts at infinity and approaches the 0 like this. Okay, omega will be traveling in this manner. Okay, the next one, let us make it bigger so that you will understand, is 1 plus st1. So this is the transfer function what we got. How many poles are there at the origin? There is no s here, so there are no poles at the origin. So this is type 0. Okay, how much is the order? S into s into s is s cube. So this order 3. Okay, now divide the page again. Type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3, quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the origin O. Okay, so type 0 plot here and order 3 you need to plot here. So now your graph will be traveling from infinity, right? It travels here and it approaches 0 at quadrant 3. See, from T3 it travels approach 0 at quadrant 3. Okay, so this type 0 order 3. Now let us shift to the next one. Okay, so g of s is equal to 1 by s into 1 plus st1, 1 plus st2. Okay, now divide the graph. You just practice it. While you're seeing my video, you just keep on practicing so that you'll get to know and you can just learn directly. Okay, so this is 0. Now, what is an order? Order is, see, S, there is one S, so there is obviously one pole at the origin, so it is type 1. And what is the order here? S into S into S is S cube, so order is 3. So your type 1 is here, your order is 3. So your graph will be traveling like this from infinity, right? It travels like this and comes to 0 at quadrant 3. Your omega. Okay, so these are the several things here. We have 2 more. The next transfer function is g of s is equal to, I'll make it much complex. Let us see. So here, what is the type? How many poles are at the origin? S square. So obviously there are 2 poles at the origin, S and S. There are 2 S, right? So that type is 2 and order is how? S square into S is S power 4. So your order is 4. Okay, divide the pay again graph. We have quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. Your quadrants are taken as orders. Type equal to 0. So this is the 1. Okay, this is 0. There are 2 poles at the origin. There are 2 poles. Okay, now your type 2 and order 4. Okay, so now as infinity, so it starts with infinity omega and approaches the 0 here at quadrant 4. See, at quadrant 4 it approaches 0 at quadrant 4. This is how your plot looks like here. And the last one, g of s is equal to 1 by, I'll make it much more difficult. Okay, st1, st2, st3. So what is the type here? Your type is S into S is S square. Okay, we have 2 poles. Type 2. Order. What is the highest degree of S? S square into S into S into S is S power 5. So your order is 5. Okay. Don't panic now. I'll tell you how. So T equal to 0, T equal to 1, 2, 3. We got 3 types. Okay. And this quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Okay, and this is 0. Obviously the outer things are infinity. Minus infinity. If we take an imaginary, this becomes j infinity and minus j infinity. Okay, now your type 2 is situated here. Very good. Now what is the order? Order is like 5. So quadrant 5, where is quadrant 5? Don't panic. When you're taking a clockwise direction, this Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and obviously this becomes Q5, Q6, Q7, Q8. So the order will be like continuing, the quadrant will be continuing. So this is Q5. So Q5 is your Q1. So your graph will start at type 2 and reaches 0 at quadrant 5, that is quadrant 1. So it travels in this way and comes back to here and reaches your omega. So this is how, there are several polar plots how you will be seeing. Okay, now how to draw a particular polar plot if you got a realistic transfer equation, okay, how to solve it, that you'll be seeing in my next video. Be tuned and be subscribe also. Signing off, Asha Mahi. Bye bye.